Morning all. So in the last session we have discussed about the data flow graph, yes, and how the data flow graph is represented. So and what are the states that involved in data flow graph and how it is usage. So up to usage of the data objects we have seen in the last class. Okay. So today's class we will see about the data flow anomalies. So data flow anomalies is nothing but the problems that will create. Anomalies is nothing but problems that is created when you are representing a data flow. How these anomalies are represented? Is there any specific representation to represent the anomalies? Is and how many types of data anomalies are there? So we will discuss today in today's class. We will discuss about these all topics. Okay. So anomaly is denoted by two character sequence of actions. So anomaly is denoted by two character sequence of actions. So when you are seeing a particular representation of anomaly, it represents in two characters. So anomaly is represented with two characters. For example, if the two characters represents the action of the sequence. When you're representing a two characters, the two characters will have the two different meanings. So, or the meaning of the two characters meaning represents the anomaly of the data flow. So it gives the problem of a particular data flow in the two characters. Okay, anomaly is denoted by two characters. To represent an anomaly of a data flow, you have to represent it in two characters. The two characters gives the action of the anomaly. Okay. So for example, see here, it is represented as dk. So I'm saying that anomaly is represented with two characters. Here dk is an anomaly. So d is one character, k is another, presented as dk, which means the variable is defined and killed with any usage. So the two characters dk will have the meaning, will have a specific meaning. For d, we will have the first character will have a one meaning and second character will have the another meaning. By combination you are using, we will have a anomaly meaning. So d is nothing but define, k is nothing but kill. D is used for define, k is used for kill. If when you are using a dk, it means that the variable is defined, and it is not used. The variable which you are defined in the data flow, it is not used and it is killed. Without usage only, it is killed. It is an anomaly. So generally, we will go for defining a variable to define a variable for further usage only. So for example, you're defining a variable called a. So that variable is defined to use that variable in some other place, or to storing that value in that some value in that data, or for calculation purpose, some usage will be there for that particular variable. You are defining, but you are not using the data, means no use. Okay. So that is an anomaly. You are defining a variable, but you are not using that variable. That is called an anomaly. You are killing that variable. So that is a loss of memory. When you define a variable, a memory will be allotted to that particular variable, but you are not using that variable. It is the loss of usage, loss of memory. Allocation of memory is waste. So that is an anomaly. Okay. dk, which means that variable is defined, but it is not. Variable is defined and killed without any usage. Okay. So anomaly is represented with two characters. The two characters gives an action of the anomaly. Next, how many anomalies are there in particular data flow? So there are 9 possible combinations with two character representation. There are 9 possible combinations with two character representation. Okay. So here in two characters, we will define maximally we will define DKU. So D is used for define, K is used for kill, U is used for usage. By using these 3 characters, we will go for 2 character combination in 9 different ways. So anomalies are represented in 9 possible combinations with two characters. Okay, so these are the different anomalies. See here, these are the different anomalies. First one is DD. So what is meant by a D? D is defined, again defined. So define and define, you are defining multiple times. Okay, defining multiple times, there is not an anomaly, but in some cases defining an object twice is an anomaly. That's why DD is an anomaly. So DD means probably harmless but suspicious. Defines an object twice. So defining an object twice is an anomaly. Okay, next DK. DK, what you have seen in the example, that is called DK. So when you are defining an object but you are not using it, it is an anomaly. It will define or it probably defines a bug. Bug will be created. Bug is nothing but error will be created. That is an anomaly. Next, third one is DU. Defining an object and then use. This is not a proper, it is an anomaly. It is a normal case. Normal case, defining the object is defined and then used. Next one, KD. But this category comes in anomaly because in some cases it is an anomaly. Okay, the object is defined and then used. Next one, KD. An object is killed. Object is killed and then redefined. So initially you are defining an object, but you are not using that object and it is killed. And again you are redefined. That is called normal situation. Okay. Next, KK. KK is nothing but you are killing multiple times. Already you are killing a data object. Again you are killing. That is called the KK anomaly. This is a harmful and it is also produce a bug. Be sure it was really killed. So killing multiple times is an anomaly. Next one, KU. Killing usage. If the does not exist. You are killing. The data object is not defined. The data object is not used, but you are killing. Killing and you are trying to use that object. The object which is already killed, but you're trying to use that object. You're defining a object, but it is already killed and you are using in another statement. That is a bug. Okay, that does not exist. You are using an object that does not exist. You are already killed that object, but you are trying to use that. That is an anomaly. Next one is UD. Next one is UD. Okay. Okay. The next one is UK. UK is UD. UD is nothing but the language permits de-assigning at almost any time. Usaging, and again you are defining that. It's not usually it is not a bug. You are using that object and you are again you redefining it. Okay. Next, UK, normal situation, used and killed. You are using that object and you are killing. So next one is UU, using the object wise. Okay. This is also a normal situation. These are different representation, 9 possible representation with 2 character representation. One is DD, defined, twice DK. DK is nothing but defining and killing. DU is nothing but defined and usage. KD is nothing but killed and defined. KK is nothing but double kill. Repeatedly you are killing. KU is nothing but kill. The object is killed and you are trying to use that one. UD is nothing but usage defined. UK is nothing but used and killed. And last one is UK. UU, using the object wise. Okay. So these are the different anomalies that arises when you are performing a data flow. This has to be represented when you are representing a data flow. Okay. So the next, these are the 9 possible anomalies. These are the 9 possible anomalies, and we also have single character data anomalies. So in the previous anomalies, you have seen that 2 character anomalies. So we have a single character anomalies also. So there is also a single character data anomalies, which to represent it is a single character is represented by symbol negation. Okay. So negation is meant by when you are mentioning a negation, before a data object or before a variable, then it is called as a pre-action. When a negation is represented after the variable, then it is called a post-action. So uh, anomaly is also represented for a single character with a symbol called negation. To represent the negation, wherever you are representing, placing the negation, that represents the action that is performed by that object. When you're performing pre-action, you need to mention negation X. When you're doing post-action, you have to go for X negation. Okay. So X is nothing but a data object. So here we have 6 possible anomalies for a single character anomalies. Okay. First one is negation D. First one is negation D. First, first defined. Normal case allowed. Okay. So negation D means pre-action. First it defined. Okay. Next negation key is first kill. When you are mentioning the negation before the data object, then it is called pre-action. That's why first comes. Okay. D means define, K is kill, and U is usage. So first define, first kill, and first usage. So first define is a normal situation. Without defining a object, we cannot do for killing process, we cannot go for usage process of that particular data object. So that is a normal case allowed. So while killing process, first kill means without defining a data object, you cannot kill. That is a bug. Okay. Data is killed before defining. Without defining a data object, we cannot kill. That is a bug. Next, first usage. Again, without defining, data cannot be also used. That is data used without defining. That is also a bug. Next one, pro-action, post-action. That is after define, after doing kill, define, usage, the next action will be performed. So D negation, U negation, K negation. D negation is defined last, U negation is used last, K negation is killed last. D negation is defined last. After doing killing process, after doing usage process, we cannot go for define. First we have to define, then we will go for killing process and usage process. That is a bug. So defining last is a bug. U last. And here U last and kill last will come as normal cases. Usage will obviously done, kill will obviously done after defining a object, after defining a data. Okay. So that U negation and K negations are normal cases. These are the allowed. So these are the 6 cases that will be performed, possible anomalies that will be performed with a single character. Okay. So in the previous slides, we have seen that anomalies with double characters, 2 characters. Here anomalies with a single character. Here are there anomalies with the double characters contain 9 possible. Here 6 anomalies are possible for the single character. So the next one is data flow, data anomaly character state graph. So we have already seen that what are the different types of anomalies will be produced. So what are the how these anomalies will be represented in this state graph, we will see here. Data flow anomaly state graph. According to the anomaly, so how the graph is state graph is represented. Generally, what are the nodes that are available in anomaly state graph? So what are the nodes that will be available in state graphs? Either killing, either the node can be a killing state, the node can be a defining node, the node can be a usage node, or node can be an anomaly node. So a state graph represents only the 4 nodes that K, D, U, A. Data flow anomaly prescribes that an object can be in one of the 4 distinct states. Compulsory, the anomaly data flow anomaly state graph nodes contains only these 4 nodes. One is K, undefined, D, defined, U, usage, A, anomaly. K means undefined, previously killed, does not exist. So previously the data is killed and there is no data. So that is called kill resist. Whenever you are going to the kill, so the process will be stopped there. Okay. No working state will be executed. Next, D is defined but not yet used for anything. When your the flow is, when the data flow goes to the D state means when a particular data object is defined, then it will goes to the D state. That is called defined state. doing any, when a particular data object is doing usage, then the flow will goes to the U. So U means has been used for computation or predicted. Next one, A is anomaly. When a node will go, when a flow will go to A, any anomaly will arises, then either in two character anomaly, either in single character anomaly, an anomaly is produced, then it goes to the anomaly state. So these are the different states that will represented in a data flow state. Okay, so these are all the variable and should not be considered with the programming actions defined by the lowercase letter. Why this DUA all represented in uppercase means they are represented as a node format, and these actions, the whatever actions is performed between nodes, what are the actions performed between the states, that action is represented, that anomalies, see, that actions is represented in the small letters K, UK, D, D, U, D, D, KUD. These are all actions that are performed between the states. Okay, they will be represented in small letters. That's why the states are represented in capital letters, for not confusing. For to clear the confusion between the states and actions, we are representing the states, all the states in the graphs in capital letters. Okay, this is an example for giving data flow anomaly state graph. Generally, this data flow state graph, anomaly state graph, can be represented in two ways. One is for giving data flow anomalies. Next one is for giving data flow anomalies. This one, the first, whatever the diagram displayed in the screen is the forgiving data anomalies. What is the difference between forgiving and forgiving? Means whenever a particular action is performed in forgiving model, in which once a variable becomes anomaly, it cannot never return to a state of working state. Whenever an action performed, see here from K to A, there is an one flow UK, that is you are doing an action called UK. That means you are using the data object which is already killed. The object which is already killed, that object is you are going to use. That is an obviously anomaly. So it will goes to the anomaly state. Whenever an object goes to the anomaly state, again that object cannot be gone for the working state. It cannot go for the again working state. Okay, see, from anomaly state, there is no arrow marks to any other states. It receives the anomaly state, it only receives the flow. It does not send any flow to the other states. That is called unforgiving data. It does not forgive. When a flow comes from the data object to the anomaly state, that anomaly state never returns to state of working state. It does not allow that particular data object to go for any defined state or usage state. So that is called unforgiving. Whereas coming to the forgiving, it will returns the flow again to the working state. That is the difference between unforgiving and forgiving. Okay, so there are two different ways called unforgiving anomaly data graph and one forgiving data anomaly state graph. Okay, first we will see unforgiving data flow anomaly. See, this is an state graph represented the unforgiving data flow graph. Okay, see, here we have 4 states, 4 nodes, K, U, D, and A. So when if you want to define a particular data object, then there will be a flow from K to D. Okay, so if after defining you want to go for usage, you will go for U state. See, D, U. So after usage you want again go to for define, you will go for define. Or you, if after usage, if you want to do that, you want to kill that particular data object, then it will go to the K state. Okay, after defining you can go for anomaly state also, or after, from the kill state only you can go directly from directly to the anomaly. If any anomaly produced, then it directly goes to the anomaly. Whenever a particular flow goes to the anomaly, then that particular data object cannot be used for again working state. So this is a diagram represents the unforgiving data flow anomaly. So you have to represent the nodes in the capital letters and the action into the small letters. Okay, the usage will have the loop repetition, because usage can be done repeatedly. If you are going in a loop repetition, then usage will be done repeatedly. Okay. So this we will see the points according to this particular graph. See, and wait a minute. See, these are the points that will reside in unforgiving data flow anomalies. See, first you have to know what is meant by unforgiving data. Unforgiving model means, unforgiving model means in which once a variable becomes an anomaly, once a variable or a data object becomes an anomaly, or it goes to the anomaly state, it can never return to a state of working state. So there is no chance for that variable to again go for any defined state or usage state. So there is no chance to again they do the process. That is called unforgiving data. Okay. So assume in according to the diagram, assume that the variable starts in the case state. That is, it has not be defined. So initially, the state graph starts from the case state. That means no object has not been defined. If an attempt is made to use made to use it or to kill it, the object state becomes an anomaly. So if you want to go for usage from the kill state, then it goes for anomaly. So from the case state, you need to go for only the defined state. So here, when you're going for any usage state, then it goes for anomaly state A. So UK represents the anomaly state. You are using the data which was killed. Okay. Once it is anomalous, no actions can return the variable to working state. That is a very important point in forgiving data. Okay. If it is defined D, after from kill state to you can go for defined state, then it goes into the D state. So if it has been defined and killed without using, it becomes anomaly. So after defining, you are not using that particular data object, you are directly killing the data object, then again it goes to the anomaly state DK. Again it goes to the anomaly state. Again that particular variable is not used further. Okay. Next one is, if after defining a variable, if it goes to the usage state, then it goes to the usage state, and you can redefine, brings back to the again. After usage, you can define again, you can go for usage. After completion of the usage, you can kill that particular variable, then it will goes to the case state. That is the representation of unforgiving data. Okay. So the next one is forgiving data flow. Forgiving data flow. So next one is the same state graph is represented with forgiving data. So in the previous case, we said that in unforgiving model, the variable becomes anomaly. It can never return to a state of flow working. Okay. But in forgiving model, it's an alternative model where recovery is done. It is an alternative model where redemption or recovery from the anomaly state is possible. When it goes to the anomaly state, again it can goes to defined state or usage state. Recovery is possible. That is called forgiving data flow anomaly. See this diagram. So it contains different states. It contains 3 different states called KDU and 3 anomaly states, which are represented by the 2 characters. So in the previous diagram, we are directly mentioned A as an anomaly state. Here we are representing with name KU, DK, and DD. KU is nothing but kill usage. DK is nothing but defined kill. DD is nothing but redefined. Okay. These are the 3 different anomaly states. Whenever a particular variable goes to the anomaly state, either KU or DK or DD in forgiving data, then it can regain. Again, it can recover their anomaly state to the normal state. That is the main use of forgiving data flow anomaly. Okay. So this graph has 3 normal and 3 anomaly states. We have 3 normal states called K, DU, and 3 anomaly states called KU, DK, and DD. Okay. So the difference between this state graph and previous state graph is the recovery is possible. Obviously, the difference between previous and this one is recovery. So a proper action from any of the three anomaly states returns a variable to useful working state. So if any proper action is performed after reaching the anomaly state, it can go for the returns the variable to a useful working state in this forgiving data flow anomaly. So the alternative anomaly state graph is determined the specific of an anomaly with two character representation. Here in forgiving data flow graph, we will represent the anomaly with the two characters. Okay, that is called forgiving data flow anomalies. So see here. State again it goes to the defined state. From defined state goes to the decay state. From decay state it again goes to the K state, or from the decay state it again go to the defined state. So this is possible. Okay, so after going to the anomaly state, it can also go for the defined state, or it can go for the normal state. That is called forgiving data anomaly. Right.